equals the world record. Fantastic swimming there from Alia. She couldn't believe it.
Alia Atkinson, so often the bridesmaid.
On December 20th, 2021, at the Etihad Arena in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, at the 15th FINA World Short Course Swimming Championships, a 33-year-old Jamaican swimmer named Alia Atkinson walked to the pool blocks for the women's 100-meter breaststroke final and did something that nobody expected would happen in that particular race. Alia Atkinson swam 1 minute, 04.03 seconds in the women's 100-meter breaststroke final at a major international championship. She finished fourth. She did not win a medal. She did not break the world record. She did not achieve the climactic ending that many fans had hoped for after 2 full decades of international competition. But here is the thing that makes this moment absolutely historic and profoundly significant. Alia Atkinson announced her retirement immediately after that race. She got out of the pool in Abu Dhabi and decided that was it. 20 years of competing at the absolute highest levels of swimming had come to an end. She would never race internationally again. She had emptied the bottle. She had given everything. But before she got out of the pool that day, Alia Atkinson left behind a legacy that changed the sport of swimming forever. She left behind 2 world records that still stand more than 4 years later. She left behind a career that spanned 19 years at the senior level, from 2003 to 2021. She left behind a story that inspired millions of people around the world. Michael Phelps changed swimming by being the most dominant male swimmer in history. Michael Phelps won 23 Olympic gold medals. Michael Phelps set world records that seemed absolutely untouchable. Michael Phelps changed what people believed was possible in the pool. Alia Atkinson changed swimming by breaking barriers that nobody else could break before her. She became the first Black woman to win an individual world swimming title in history. She became a symbol of excellence and perseverance for an entire generation of swimmers. She proved that the greatest swimmers come from all backgrounds and all nations around the globe. Alia Atkinson was born on December 11, 1988, in St. Andrew Parish, Jamaica. When she was 3 years old, her family put her in the water to swim competitively. Her parents wanted her to learn how to swim because they wanted to break the stereotype that Jamaicans did not know how to swim. They wanted their daughter to be comfortable and confident in the water from an early age growing up. At 3 years old, Alia Atkinson was already in the water competing and learning the fundamentals of swimming. By the time she was 12 years old, her family made a major decision that would change everything about her future. They relocated from Jamaica to the United States, moving to Pembroke Pines, Florida. The family made this significant move to give Alia better opportunities to compete at the highest levels of competitive swimming internationally. They made this move to help her develop as a competitive swimmer in one of the best swimming programs in America. When Alia Atkinson was 13 years old, she made a critical decision about her swimming career and future. She decided to focus entirely on the breaststroke. Before that moment, she had been swimming freestyle and butterfly as well. But at 13, she committed to the breaststroke completely and never looked back again. Atkinson trained with the South Florida Aquatic Club in Pembroke Pines, Florida. She was coached by Chris Anderson from 2001 through her retirement in 2021. Anderson was her coach for her entire elite competitive career spanning 2 full decades. Anderson was the constant presence in her training and competition every single day. Anderson watched her grow from a young swimmer into one of the greatest breaststrokers in the entire history of swimming. On August 13, 2004, Alia Atkinson made her Olympic debut at the Athens Summer Olympics in Greece. She was 15 years old and just out of high school. She was a high school junior, still in school, pursuing her education. She was competing on the biggest stage in all of sport, while most swimmers her age were still in high school competing locally and regionally. At the Athens Olympics, Atkinson competed in the 50-meter freestyle and the 100-meter breaststroke. She finished 44th in the 50 free competition among all swimmers. She finished 32nd in the 100 breast final. These were not medal finishes. These were not performances that made international headlines worldwide. But they were the beginning of something extraordinary and unprecedented in Jamaican swimming. Atkinson continued competing through her college years. She attended Texas A&M University from 2007 through 2010. At Texas A&M, she became an All-American swimmer all 4 years consecutively. She won the NCAA championship in the 200-yard breaststroke in 2010. She was inducted into the Texas A&M Letterman's Association Hall of Fame in 2019. She was training under Hall of Fame coach Steve Boltman at the university. But Atkinson's true breakthrough moment came at the London Olympics in 2012. On August 2nd, 2012, Atkinson competed in the 100-meter breaststroke final at the Olympic Games in London. She touched the wall in 1 minute, 6.96. She finished fourth. She was just inches away from winning an Olympic medal. That fourth-place finish changed everything about her career trajectory and mindset forever. For the first time, Atkinson realized what she was truly capable of achieving in competition. She realized that she could compete with and against the best swimmers in the world at the highest levels. She realized that she could become genuinely great. She realized that she just needed to push harder in training, train smarter, and believe in herself more deeply. In 2014, at the World Aquatics Championships in Kazan, Russia, Alia Atkinson made history that still resonates throughout the sport today. On August 8, 2014, she competed in the 100-meter breaststroke final at the World Championships. She touched the wall in 1 minute, 2.36 seconds. That time tied the world record that had been set by Rūta Meilutyte of Lithuania in Moscow. But more importantly, with that single race, Alia Atkinson became the first black woman to win an individual world swimming title in the entire history of the sport. She was the first ever. Nobody had ever accomplished it before her. She broke a barrier that changed the sport forever. Jamaica's Minister of Culture hailed Atkinson as Jamaica's most outstanding swimmer in the country's history. The entire nation of Jamaica celebrated this historic moment with pride. Atkinson had put Jamaica on the world map of swimming. She had achieved something that seemed absolutely impossible just years before. But Atkinson's breakthrough did not stop there. In December 2014, at the Short Course World Championships in Doha, Qatar, she won the gold medal again in the 100-meter breaststroke championship. She was dominating the competition around the world. She was the best breaststroker in the world. She was utterly unstoppable in this event. She also competed in the 50-meter breaststroke and won the silver medal in that race. She was competing at the highest levels in multiple events simultaneously. She was collecting medals and setting records consistently. She was establishing herself as one of the greatest breaststrokers in history. In 2015, at the World Aquatics Championships in Kazan, Atkinson won silver in the 50-meter breaststroke and bronze in the 100-meter breaststroke at the long course event. She was pulling medals from championship after championship. She was cementing her legacy as one of the greatest female swimmers of her era. Alia Atkinson sacrificed much to achieve what she did over her career. She sacrificed time away from Jamaica to train in Florida with the best coaches. She sacrificed a normal childhood and teenage years to compete at the highest levels. She sacrificed opportunities to do what other young people were doing because she was completely committed to swimming. She competed at 5 consecutive Olympic Games from 2004 to 2020. She traveled the world competing internationally for nearly 2 full decades. She endured injuries and significant setbacks. She dealt with disappointment when she did not win medals at the Olympics despite competing 5 times. She faced the enormous pressure of representing Jamaica on the world stage, but Atkinson never quit. She never gave up despite the challenges. She kept pushing forward through adversity. She kept showing up to training every single day. She kept competing at the highest levels. She kept fighting for every 10th of a second. Drop a comment right now and tell me what you think about Alia Atkinson's legacy in swimming. Do you think she is one of the greatest swimmers ever? Do you think her world records will ever be broken by another swimmer? Do you think she deserved more Olympic medals during her career? I read every single comment you leave below. Alia Atkinson holds 2 world records in short course breaststroke that still stand today more than 4 years after she set them. In the 50-meter breaststroke, she set the world record at 28.56 seconds on October 6, 2018, at the FINA World Cup in Budapest, Hungary. That record has not been broken. That time still ranks as the fastest performance in history. In the 100-meter breaststroke, Atkinson tied the world record with Rūta Meilutyte at 1 minute, 2.36 seconds at the 2014 World Championships. That record still stands unchallenged. It is the fastest time ever recorded in the 100-meter short course breaststroke. Only Atkinson and Meilutyte have ever achieved that exact time. These two world records represent the absolute peak of Atkinson's career achievements. These records show what she was truly capable of accomplishing. These records show that she was among the greatest breaststrokers of all time. Atkinson was deeply proud that she got to retire with both world records still completely intact. She said, "That is something I never thought would happen, and this last race reminded me of just how remarkable my career was." December 20th, 2021, Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. The women's 100-meter breaststroke final at the World Short Course Swimming Championships. The last race of Alia Atkinson's legendary career. Atkinson came to the pool blocks knowing this was absolutely her final international race ever. She knew that after this race, she would step away from competitive swimming forever. She had been racing internationally for 19 years, continuously. She had competed at 5 Olympic Games across her career. She had achieved things that seemed impossible when she started. The race began. Atkinson came out fast from the blocks. She was executing her carefully planned race strategy. She was fighting hard against the competition. She was giving everything she had left to give. At the 50-meter mark, she was in contention. At the 75-meter mark, the leaders were pulling away from her. At the 100-meter mark, she touched the wall in 1 minute, 4.03. She finished 4th. She did not win a medal. She did not break the world record. It was not the ending she had hoped for in her dreams. But when she got out of the pool, she knew she was done. She had given everything. The bottle was empty. Alia Atkinson competed for 19 years at the international senior level. She competed in 5 consecutive Olympic Games. She won more than 120 major championship medals. She won 74 gold medals across her entire career. She became a legend in Jamaica and around the entire world. She became the first Black woman to win an individual world swimming title in 2014, breaking a barrier forever. She broke world records in both the 50-meter and 100-meter short course breaststroke. She was inducted into the Texas A&M Hall of Fame in 2019. She was inducted into the International Swimming Hall of Fame in 2021, just before she retired. The government of Jamaica awarded her the Order of Distinction in the rank of Commander for her outstanding representation of Jamaica in the sport of swimming internationally. She was named Jamaican Sportswoman of the Year 3 separate times during her career. After her retirement, Atkinson founded the Waterbound Swim Clinic platform, which promotes swimming and water safety in developing countries around the world. She continues to mentor young swimmers and pass along her knowledge and experience to the next generation. She continues to break barriers off the pool just as she did in it. Michael Phelps changed swimming by dominating every single race he competed in throughout his career. Michael Phelps showed the world what was possible through dedication and training. Alia Atkinson changed swimming by breaking barriers and proving that excellence comes from all backgrounds and nations. She showed the world that a Jamaican swimmer could compete with and beat the best swimmers on earth. She left behind 2 world records that still stand today years later unchallenged. She left behind a legacy of excellence, perseverance, and breaking barriers that changed the sport. She left behind a story that will inspire swimmers for generations to come. Alia Atkinson is a legend of the sport, and her impact will never be forgotten by the swimming community worldwide. When she announced her retirement via Instagram from Abu Dhabi, Atkinson wrote, "Not the meet I hoped for, but I am happy to say I finished every ounce of swimming talent God gave me, the bottle empty. Many times I wanted to quit or give up, but I saw it through to the end." This message encapsulated her entire career journey of 19 years representing Jamaica on the world stage. Atkinson's tenacity and determination remained her defining characteristics throughout every race, every training session, and every moment of her legendary swimming career. Throughout her career, Atkinson won more than 12 individual medals at World Short Course Championships, including 4 gold medals, 4 silver medals, and 2 bronze medals across numerous competitions. She accumulated 124 total medals, with 74 being gold medals at World Cup circuits